Manchester United's plans to sign Brighton's Carlos Baleba have hit a major roadblock, with the club now stepping back from pursuing the midfielder before the transfer window shuts. This is a surprising development, given that the 21-year-old sensation from Brighton Hove Albion was reportedly their primary target to bolster the crucial number 6 midfield position. Initial negotiations took place through intermediaries representing Manchester United, eventually leading to direct discussions between the two clubs. However, Brighton has made it unequivocally clear that they have no intention of parting ways with Baleba this summer, aiming to keep the young talent for at least another full season. The asking price set by Brighton is staggeringly high, reportedly in the region of £115 million, a figure comparable to what Chelsea paid for Moises Caicedo recently. This astronomical valuation far exceeds what United is prepared to invest in this market climate, effectively making a transfer deal highly unlikely. Despite this setback, Baleba's interest in joining the Red Devils remains strong. Negotiations on personal contract terms would not have been an obstacle. The Cameroon international is keen on making the move, but is also patient enough to wait for an opportunity in the future. This eagerness should not be mistaken for dissatisfaction with his current situation at Brighton, where the relationship between the clubs and player has stayed professional and respectful throughout this process. From United's perspective, while Baleba remains a highly admired prospect, there is an acknowledgement that he still has only 2 full seasons in the Premier League under his belt and continues to develop his game. The club has already made significant investments recently, bringing in players like Matheus Cunha and Brian Mbeumo, both at their prime ages, as well as nurturing emerging talent Mbeumo Šeško. This reflects a balancing act where financial prudence comes into play alongside the club's ambition to strengthen the squad. A considerable amount of work remains to be done in trimming the squad through player departures as well. Looking at Baleba's performance, he made 40 appearances across all competitions last season, contributing 4 goals and 2 assists, establishing himself as one of the most promising midfielders in his role. His journey to the English Premier League began in August 2023 when he joined Brighton for nearly £26 million, including add-ons from the French club Lille. Since then, he has notched up 77 appearances for the South Coast side. Brighton, meanwhile, have seen several players exit the club this summer. João Pedro, Simon Adingra, and Pervis Estupiñán have all transferred permanently to Chelsea, Sunderland, and Milan, respectively. Additionally, striker Evan Ferguson has been loaned out to Roma. To reinvigorate the squad, manager Fabian Hürzeler has brought in new talent, including Charalampos Costulas, Diego Coppola, Maxime de Kuyper, and Olivier Boscali. But here's the part most people miss. Do Manchester United genuinely need to sign a midfielder this summer? Karl Anka, the club's correspondent, offers a clear-eyed analysis. Fans will undoubtedly be disappointed that Baleba is not arriving to team up with manager Ruben Amorim. Still, the prohibitive transfer fee made this signing all but impossible. Interestingly, Amorim has publicly downplayed the urgency of bringing in new midfield reinforcements, even suggesting that Mason Mount could fill a deeper box-to-box role if necessary. "We have players to cope and win games in the Premier League," Amorim stated at his most recent press conference. Yet, when assessing United's midfield compared to other top 6 contenders, the club lacks an abundance of athletic, combative midfielders. Players like Manuel Ugarte and Casemiro possess the drive for physical challenges, but Ugarte's passing range is limited, and Casemiro, at 33, is approaching the tail end of his career, making the need for a reliable understudy clear. Amorim's ideal central midfielders in his favored 3-4-3 formation are those who excel as proactive defenders covering wide areas, coupled with outstanding athletic ability and the skill to rapidly advance play through long passing. This high standard raises the question: are there any suitable midfielders still available in Europe who meet these criteria? Various scouting reports, including a widely cited shortlist from late June, try to answer this. This entire saga brings up a tantalizing debate. Should Manchester United break the bank for Baleba's talent now, or is patience and development the wiser approach? What do you think? Would investing in a rapidly developing 21-year-old be a masterstroke or a risky gamble given the current squad dynamics and financial considerations? Share your thoughts. Agree or disagree. And let's discuss.